because it was also reported that allegedly New Japan Pro Wrestling's one of their biggest superstars, Kazuchika Okada, is set to be a free agent at the top of 2024, and he is seriously weighing other wrestling companies. AEW is one of them. WWE is another. So hypothetically, let's just say Kazuchika Okada does not want to re-sign with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Where should he go? If you're Okada, do you want to go to WWE? Do you want to go to AEW?
Honestly, because I heard in the past that WWE attempted multiple times to sign Okada, and he just kind of like had some backhanded comments. But I feel like since then, WWE has kind of like found their footing, and they know how to book certain people better. I mean, their biggest stars, I feel like, are like must see. You know what I mean? Before, I think we were all complaining that, oh, it's all about the bloodline. But I feel like they got a little bit of something going everywhere. So much so that, I mean, again, they kind of stole AEW's biggest people, and we're just going along with it, no complaints, because we see the changes happening before our eyes. So I feel like with Okada, he would have a lot to do in WWE. Whether you want to just plug him into NXT for a big pop rating, or if you want to just put him down the avenue of the main roster and have him debuted on Raw. Like, I feel like there's more for him to do and give him like that grandiose feel, that grandiose stage. I can already see them being over the top of his entrance already, and him getting wherever the fuck he wants. Likewise, I do see that Tony Khan would with Okada, but my question is, do they have enough for Okada to work with over there, considering I feel like they're in a little bit of a decline over there in AEW just because they got so much going on at once, a lot of bad news at once. That's unfortunate. And you could like look at it in one of two ways. You could like look at it as, okay, like maybe we could have Okada be our new face. Like, we lost Punk, but haha, like, you know, we got Okada. You know what I mean? Like the face of New Japan. He's quite literally like New Japan's John Cena. You know what I mean? So you could still do a lot with Okada. It's just that, do you think that they would know how to properly book angles that we would care about to get invested in Okada? Obviously, the AEW fan base, since it's more like indie mark fans, would take to him easily, and they would love this decision. As opposed to WWE fans, not everyone watches Japan, but I feel like since Hunter obviously watches Japanese wrestling, and he probably already knows very much about Okada, he definitely would take his booking very seriously, and there'd be a lot to do over there. So I'm not opposed to either or side, but I think it'd be pretty cool if I saw him having some major WrestleMania moments over in the E. That's just my personal opinion. But what do you think about it?
So, in my opinion, I don't think he should go to AEW. Reason being is, one of the things that I've noticed is that a lot of, well, at least from what I've seen, I don't think we've seen anything from Will Ospreay yet, and I don't think that we can judge his kind of arrival. A lot of it is a copy and paste from New Japan into AEW, or with some slight modifications, right? Like, we look at Jay White, he has the same entrance, same, name, same everything, and has even brought over the Bullet Club Gold name. And it just feels like New Japan Jay White, with some slight modifications that can make him more friendly and more privy to the American audience. Now, if you want to keep your New Japan shtick, that's great. But if you're looking for something new, I would try and I would test the waters of WWE. And I think Okada should look at what's happening in WWE. Because look at Kairi Sane, look at Asuka, look at Io Sky. Just everything that they've been doing with Damage Control, it's very, very clear. They may not all have championships, but they matter. They're all getting TV time. They're all getting main event time. They're all invested in a storyline that is prominent in their division. I would also take a look at what's happening with Shinsuke Nakamura. We have not seen Shinsuke get booked this well since NXT. Right? We see him on air with Cody Rhodes, who's a main event player. Granted, Shinsuke had some matches with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. He's had a couple of matches. I feel like the booking of it is starkly different from when he was feuding with AJ Styles, because it feels like Shinsuke is kind of stronger now than he was after his feud with AJ Styles for the WWE Championship, especially now that we see him in a main event style program with Cody Rhodes. Another thing that he's been teasing is Shinsuke bringing the chaos. That is a stable that Shinsuke and Okada were a part of in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So maybe an Okada Nakamura tandem in WWE can be something to kind of look forward to. Maybe coming in and they can win the tag titles. Maybe coming in and Okada can hold a world title and Shinsuke can hold an intercontinental title, or vice versa. I just feel like WWE has some more creatively intriguing possibilities than AEW, because when you look at the big names in AEW, it's kind of a been there, done that situation. Kenny Omega, Jay White, like we can go down to Will Ospreay, like we can go down the list. It's like he's kind of been there and done that already. So if I'm him, I would go to AEW, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I feel like he may,
You said AEW? You want me to go?
No, I feel like he should go to WWE.
Oh, okay.
I feel like he should go to WWE, but I feel like he's actually going to stay in New Japan Pro Wrestling just because he maybe just be comfortable over there. But I don't know. We'll see. But we want to know what you guys think. If Kazuchika Okada actually is a free agent, do you believe that he should go to AEW, or do you think he should go to WWE? Let us know in the comments. But we're going to move on